Hello, who is this?
Mrs. Laura Nwosu.
Who are you?
That package you received does not belong to you. Not open it. If you do, you won't like what will happen to you.
What do you mean?
Don't do anything stupid. We have eyes on you.
What would you do if a package arrived at your door with no sender's name? This is the story of the wrong package. Laura Nwosu is a woman who seems to have it all: a year into a blissful marriage, a healthy 6-month-old baby, and a husband who adores her even from thousands of miles away. He calls every day, sends gifts, and has built her a small but thriving business. Her laughter fills the house. Her nanny, Amoka, handles the baby whenever Laura needs to rest or attend to work calls. Life feels stable, predictable, safe. That morning, Laura's phone buzzed. It was her husband. His voice carried excitement. "Honey, I sent you something special. It should get there in about 15 minutes. Laura smiled, her heart warm. "Oh, thanks, honey." She kept checking the time. 15 minutes felt like forever. Finally, the delivery man arrived, a nervous-looking young man, eyes darting as though he was in a hurry. "Mrs. Laura Nwosu." "Yes, that's me." He handed her a medium-sized brown package, tightly sealed, with no sender's name. Strange, Ton always added a card or a note. "Wait," she said. "You're sure this is from London?" "Yes, Ma, it's yours." Before she could ask more, he was already back in his van, speeding away. Laura dialed Ton. "Honey, I just got it. I'm about to open it." "Already? Wow, that was fast. What's inside?" She carefully tore the tape open and lifted a thick, leather-bound notebook. Its cover was plain, no title, no design, just initials carved faintly in red ink. "Honey," she laughed nervously, "you sent me a book." There was a pause. "Wait, a book?" "Laura, no. I didn't send you any book." Her smile faded. "What do you mean?" "I sent you a small box, with jewelry inside. Not a book." "Laura, listen to me." Her phone rang again. Different number. "Mrs. Laura Nwosu, that package in your hand does not belong to you." Her breath caught. "Who is this?" "Listen carefully. Do not open that book. Do not call anyone else. Return it exactly as you received it, or you won't live long enough to regret it." The call ended, and then, silence. Somewhere outside, a car engine roared and faded away. Laura stood frozen, staring at the book on her table, unsure of what to do. Laura's heart pounded so hard she could hear it echo in her ears. She turned toward the window just in time to catch sight of a black sedan speeding away. Its tires screeching against the wet road. Her hands trembled as she grabbed her phone again. She dialed Ton's number once. Twice, nothing. The line kept saying, "Number not reachable." She tried again, her fingers slick with sweat. Still nothing. Then, a message beeped in. She opened it, her breath hitched. "If you tell anybody, if you call anybody, we will know, and we will come for you." Her phone slipped from her hand and hit the tiled floor with a crack. Her knees weakened. The wall suddenly felt too close. Laura didn't know what to do. Scream. Run. Pretend it was nothing. Her mind was spinning. She couldn't think. She only knew one thing. She couldn't stay here. She snatched her handbag, pulled out a few wads of cash, and started throwing clothes into a duffel bag. Every sound in the house, the ticking clock, the baby's whimper, even her own breath, felt dangerous. She needed to leave. Now, just as she zipped the bag, a loud, sharp knock thundered at the door. She froze. Not gentle, each one like a command. Her eyes darted to the baby's room. "Oh God, no, please. Not now." Her phone buzzed again. Another text. "Don't open the door." The message on her phone blinked again. "Don't open the door." Laura's pulse stuttered in her throat, her baby began to cry softly in the background. She tiptoed toward the window and peered outside. The street was empty now, no black car, no movement. Then her phone buzzed again, this time with a new call. The number was international. She gasped, answering quickly, "Laura. Thank God. I've been trying to reach you for hours." "What's happening?" Her voice cracked. "Someone called me. They said not to open the door." "What's going on?" "Listen, I called one of my friends in Lagos to check on you. He should be there by now." Laura froze, the person knocking. She whispered, "Yes. That's him." "Oh my God, he left already." "He knocked and left." "What?" "Laura, don't stay there tonight. Leave the house. Right now." But before he could say more, the line went dead again. The silence after the call was unbearable. The air felt heavy, night felt like a slow, dark curtain. Every sound in the house made Laura jump. She had locked all the doors and windows, yet it felt like someone was still watching her. Around 2 a.m., she heard it, metal scraping against metal. Someone was trying to force the front door open. She rushed to the nursery. "Amoka. Wake up." She whispered fiercely. The nanny jolted up. "Someone's trying to break in." Without wasting another second, Laura grabbed the baby, her heart pounding so loud she could barely think. But before running, she turned back toward the sitting room. The package was still there. She hesitated only for a heartbeat, then picked up the leather-bound book and hid it somewhere no one would ever find. Then she signaled Amoka. Through the back door. Quietly. They slipped out into the cold night. The baby whimpered once, and Laura pressed him close, whispering, "Please, please." Behind them, the front door finally gave way. They heard footsteps, loud voices, drawers being thrown open. The men were inside. By dawn, Laura, Amoka, and the baby had managed to get to town. Exhausted, terrified, they checked into a small roadside hotel. Laura didn't sleep. The next morning, 2 men in dark suits walked into the hotel. They went straight to the front desk. "We are looking for a woman with a baby," one said. "Came in late last night. Check your records." The receptionist hesitated. "Sorry, sir, we can't." The other man slipped a brown envelope across the counter. Crisp notes picked out. A brief silence. Then the receptionist sighed. "Room 204. They headed straight there, fast, confident, but when they flung the door open. Empty. Hours earlier, Laura had felt it in her chest, that heaviness again, the warning that never lied. She couldn't shake the feeling that the walls had eyes. "Amoka, go downstairs and book another room. Use a different name. Don't mention me." So while their bags stayed in 204, the real trio, Laura, Amoka, and the baby, moved quietly into room 202, keeping the lights dim, curtains shut. For one fragile night, silence was their protection. At dawn the next day, chaos tore through the calm. The 2 men returned, this time not alone. A convoy of armed men flooded the hotel parking lot. Someone must have tipped them off. Their network reached everywhere. Gunfire erupted, glass shattered. Screams filled the corridors. Guests threw themselves to the floor. Laura clutched her baby to her chest, heart hammering. She could hear Amoka praying under her breath. Downstairs, a mother of 4 screamed as bullets ripped through the reception area. The woman collapsed, fainting or worse, no one knew. Her children wailed around her. Laura hesitated only a heartbeat. She shoved the baby into Amoka's arms and ran toward them. "Come with us." She gathered the crying children, one in each arm, urging the others to hold her gown, to run. They rushed back upstairs. Into room 202, slamming the door, pressing their backs against it. For minutes, maybe hours, the gunfire raged. Then silence. When the smoke cleared, the gang had vanished. The hotel was chaos. Laura knew she couldn't keep running blind. She needed help. So she went to the nearest police station. Inside, the fluorescent light buzzed faintly. She approached the counter. Good afternoon. Please, I need to make a report. My life is in danger. Sit down, madam. Someone will attend to you, the officer said without looking up. Saturday, 1 hour passed. Then 2. Her baby and the children were waiting at the hotel. Every minute stretched her nerves tighter. She stood up gently. Excuse me, Ma. Please, I've been waiting for hours. Could someone, madam, the woman behind the counter snapped, you were told to wait. Is waiting now a crime? I'm sorry, Laura stammered. It's just that my baby, why did you leave your baby if it's so important, eh? Who sent you? Sit down, Joe. Her throat tightened. She simply turned and walked out of the station, tears burning her eyes. Laura stormed out of the police station, her heart heavy with frustration. The officers had been no help at all. We'll look into it, they had said, as if she hadn't almost died the night before. Just as she reached her car, her phone buzzed. We know you went to the police station. Do you think we don't have eyes and ears everywhere? Be careful. We also know about your baby. If you care about your child and your life, hand over the parcel to us. She looked up, and there, across the road, a marked bike rider sat still, facing her directly. The rider suddenly revved the engine and sped off into the crowd. Laura didn't think twice. She rushed into her car, slammed the door shut, and drove straight back to the hotel. Her hands were shaking on the steering wheel. She needed to get her baby and the other children out of there. When she got to the hotel, she ran inside, taking the stairs 2 at a time. Room 202, she muttered to herself, panting as she reached the door. She turned the handle. The room was empty. Her chest tightened. The bedsheets were rumpled, the curtains drawn halfway, the baby's blanket on the floor, but no one was there. Panic gripped her. She rushed out of the room, scanning the hallway. Excuse me. Please, have you seen the cleaner that works here? The one on duty last night. One of the staff pointed toward the service area. You mean Mama Nkechi? She left a while ago. Some men came looking for her. Laura's throat went dry. Men? What men? She hurried to the back area of the hotel, where the cleaners kept their supplies. Mops, buckets, detergent everywhere, but no sign of anyone. Then she noticed something, a broken glass on the floor. And a trail of blood. Her heart pounded as she followed the faint marks toward the back exit. The door was half open. She stepped outside, and saw it. The cleaner's scarf. Torn. Blood-stained, her voice broke. Oh my God. Suddenly, her phone rang. Unknown number. She hesitated, then answered, looking for your children. A man's deep voice said, You should have just handed us the package, Laura. Now, it's too late. Her eyes widened. Who are you? What have you done to my children? You'll find out soon enough, the voice said coldly. Room 204. The call ended. Laura stood frozen, phone trembling in her hand. Slowly, she turned toward the hotel building. Her heart thudded louder, her breathing quickened. She took one slow step forward. And that's when she heard it, a faint cry. A baby's cry, coming from room 204. Laura stares up at the room, trembling. Her baby's voice calling from the very place the kidnappers told her to go. She knows it's a trap, but what if her baby is really there? Laura stood in front of room 204, her hand trembling inches from the handle. Her phone buzzed again, another message, come to room 204 if you ever want to see your baby again. Then she heard it, a cry, soft at first. Then louder, a baby's cry, her baby's cry. Tears filled her eyes instantly. She pressed her hand against her chest, breathing fast. Every voice in her head screamed, don't open that door, but her heart, a mother's heart, said otherwise. Slowly, she turned the handle. The door creaked open. Inside, the room was dim, and then she saw the cleaner. She was sitting on a chair at the center of the room, hands tied behind her back, her face swollen, a cloth gag stuffed in her mouth. Laura froze, her eyes darted around the room. No baby. No nanny. No children, just men, 4 of them, watching her like hunters. Before she could move, the door shut behind her with a hard click. One of the men stepped forward, tall and bald, the scar on his face catching the dim light. He smiled. Finally, he said, voice low and cruel. You're not invincible after all. Laura's knees grew weak. Please. Where are my children? Where's my baby? She begged, her voice breaking. Where is the book? Another barked. Where is the package? She shook her head, crying. Please, don't hurt them. I don't know, please. Before she could finish, a loud slap cracked through the room. Her head snapped to the side. She fell to the floor, dazed. Her ears rang. Her cheek burned. The man crouched next to her, gripping her chin roughly. You think this is a game? He hissed. We know you have it. You hid it. You don't want to talk. That's fine. Maybe your baby will. Laura's eyes widened in horror. No, please, she whispered. Please, I'll tell you everything, just don't touch my child. Talk, one of the men barked. Where's the package? Tears streamed down her face. Please. Please don't hurt anyone, she begged. I'll tell you everything. I'll take you there myself. Just promise me you won't hurt my baby. The man smirked. We'll see. Now start talking. She hesitated. Her mind raced for a plan. It's back at my house, she finally said, voice trembling. I hid it there. I'll show you. Good, the man said, nodding to the others. Move her. They dragged her to her feet. They shoved them both into a van parked outside. The van rattled down the road in silence. One of the men's phones rang. A voice came through, cold and deep. If she's lying, end it. Start with the baby. And through the line, Laura heard it, her baby's cry. Her heart stopped. Please. She screamed. Please, don't hurt my child. I'm telling you the truth. It's in my house. I swear. The men exchanged glances. We'll see. They pulled into her compound. Before the van could even stop fully, floodlights flashed on, voices shouted from every direction. Police. Drop your weapons. Don't move. In seconds, the entire place was surrounded. Armed officers in tactical gear swarmed the scene. The men froze. Guns dropped. It was over. Across the compound, a female officer carried out a small bundle, a baby, crying softly. Laura gasped, my baby. She ran forward and fell to her knees, clutching her child tightly. Her nanny stood nearby, crying too. The 4 children she had rescued were safe as well. A senior officer approached. Madam Laura, he said, your husband reached out to us. One of his contacts traced your location and alerted our special unit. You're safe now. She nodded, weakly smiling through her tears. Then she remembered, the book, I kept it safe, she whispered. She led them to her kitchen, pulled out one of her cooking pots, lifted the lid. Inside, wrapped in nylon, was the black-covered book. The officer stared at it like he was looking at gold. This, he said, is what we've been searching for. He looked at her with gratitude. You've just helped us bring down one of the most dangerous cartels in the country. You did well. Weeks later, Laura received a call from the authorities. She was commended and rewarded with 10 million Nigerian nairas, the bounty that had been on the cartel's file for years. As she stood in her living room, holding her baby close, she whispered, all this for one wrong package. She smiled faintly, tears glistening in her eyes. Outside, sirens wailed in the distance, but this time, they weren't coming for her.